Hey guys, welcome to another episode of He Said,
She Said
with Josh
and Roz.
Welcome back.
We're so glad to be right. Roz is messing up this time. It is Roz with the listeners this time.
We've recorded 3 or 4 times and stopped it going. We're just trying to go with this.
Right, we're just going to keep recording because this is not working out.
That's how you're supposed to do it. Just be natural.
Just be natural.
I'm
and
so
relax.
nervous. And it's no one here yet again.
It's us, right? Well, guys, we are so excited to be back with you.
Yes.
We hope you guys have had a great week. I know I've had a good week. It was pretty stressful,
yes,
but I'm glad, that I got through it. So,
glad it's over with.
Yeah, it's done.
We we record every Saturday, so you guys get it over Monday, but today is
so it's our weekend.
Yeah, it's our weekend.
It's the weekend.
We made it.
Yeah, we did.
We made it. School started for the kids. For me.
Wow, that's right.
And I'm like,
it's school time.
And I got two schools to go to now, middle school and elementary.
So you're the drop-off dad.
I am the Uber. I'm the Uber black.
Josh in the pickup line.
Like, literally got a car full of kids just dropping them off. And then they want Dunkin' Donuts in the morning. It's horrible. I'm like, wait a minute. Who's got a budget for this?
Right.
Y'all help a brother out with the budget. Somebody.
Well, thank God for all the great dads in the pickup lines across the country.
And amen. Shout out to all the dads.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm proud of you, Josh.
I appreciate it because we don't get enough credit.
Yeah, I agree. We definitely need to give men more credit for the wonderful things they do as fathers. So, yeah. So, shout out to all the dads that are listening. We appreciate everything you do.
There you go.
All the sacrifice.
We appreciate you, man. Happy Father's Day. It ain't even Father's Day. We're going to just take a day. Another day.
That was like 2 months ago, okay?
We're going to have it every day. Shoot, they say Mother's Day is every day. Now it changed. All right, so today we're going to talk about something different. We're going to talk about self-awareness. And Raj, you can kind of introduce.
You can be self-conscious, but are you truly aware of yourself?
Right.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to talk. I want to dive into that. Now, this is a good one, guys.
Yeah.
Because I know for a lot of us, we are so self-conscious, about all the things that, whether it's our looks, whether it's, how we speak. Because right now, I can't get it together for some reason. But that's okay.
We're so critical of ourselves.
We are.
We think that everybody else is more critical, but it's really just us.
It's just
our minds are the worst. They're our biggest enemy.
The mind is a battlefield. That was actually Joyce Myers did that.
Oh,
but
nice.
Yeah, but it really is a battlefield, and I always think about that because I consistently struggle in my mind to the point where I have had moments. You know how sometimes when you're, with me with my job, I was having some struggles with, people getting along with certain people and my interactions with certain people at work. And I literally was going home, like just really thinking about it and battling myself about it and really just, at odds with myself and feeling so stressed out about it. And then one day I realized, well, Rosalie, this is not really happening in real life. It's only happening in your head.
It's all in your mind.
Right. So literally, I had to say, just stop.
Yeah, you gotta stop yourself from
stop the battle
overthinking
in your mind. And then when I went back to work, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, because no one cares. It was
no one was thinking about it.
Nobody was thinking about what I was thinking about. It was just only me.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's like literally, if we can control our minds, then we'll be all right. Because really,
if we could just be more at peace in our minds and just realize that it's okay.
Right.
And also, too, sometimes I think that we don't realize that other people are struggling just like we are.
Just like us. Like, we're not in this alone.
So we're like a whole bunch of millions of people just walking around
crazy
struggling.
People.
Just crazy. Trying to figure it out. But I think, and I think we talked about self-awareness is being in tune with who you are and the different traits about yourself and the strengths, your weaknesses.
Right, I was going to say.
And it's important to know that. It's important to really do like a
self-analysis.
Analysis of yourself because then you're able to, I think it helps you get through a lot of things. I think it helps you to problem solve in your life. I think it helps you to move past some of the things you go through, particularly those things that hurt you or upset you.
And really,
then also,
what we've already talked about with self-love. I mean, literally, it'll help you love yourself. It helps you love yourself,
absolutely. Yeah. It also helps you in your relationships with others, whether it's your partners or your spouses and friendships.
Absolutely.
Family. So it's really important that you really start to begin to really dive into who am I?
Who am I?
Who am I?
That is the hardest question. I mean, to ask yourself when you don't know, learning yourself. I mean, it took me I'm still learning myself, but I started to learn more about myself, taking time for myself for one, around 30. When I turned 30, I started, something just clicked.
Yeah.
It's something just
some light bulbs start going off.
Yeah, because it just made you think about who your friends were, why you have those friends, where your life is going, why your life is going there. It's just you can be working at a job and for so long you just wait, why am I working here so long? I've been here 30 years, but why am I still here? It's okay, do you love your job, or are you just working there for whatever, for the paycheck, or you got to do things that you love.
Yeah, you do. It's interesting that you brought up that point about being 30, because literally it's something about being 30. And I don't know if you're just living with blinders on or with living in a bubble in your 20s.
Yeah,
but you're just out there just doing it. But then 30 hits at 12:59 or 11:59 p.m. 12 a.m. on your 30th birthday. It's just you wake up with all these light bulbs going off. What am I doing? Why do I have these friends? You're all stupid.
With the aches and the pains.
Oh, well, yeah.
You start feeling stuff.
It's all downhill from here.
Wait, I didn't have this little bubble on my foot before. Wait, this back pain, where'd that come from?
I know that was a difficult transition for me, particularly when it came to dealing with friendships. Yeah, because for most of us, we've met our friends either in high school and college, and you've been with these people for so long. I mean, for a good chunk of your life, and then you went to go through that point in life where that relationship is no longer good for you.
I was about to say,
it's difficult. It was difficult for me to let go, because not that I felt like they were somehow bad people, but I knew I was changing, and I knew that they couldn't go along. This was the stop for that relationship, and that's okay. I think it's a good thing to shed sometimes. Definitely. You have to kind of, when you begin to grow, you tend to grow out of people. And that's okay. It's sad, and you have to mourn the loss of that relationship, but I think it's also, you'll see on the other side that how beneficial it is, and how many more people you will meet and begin to build relationships with. So it's bittersweet, but it's necessary sometimes.
Well, I guess a question for you, I mean, because I learned a lot about myself. Being a Virgo, I'm y'all talked about me on Marco Polo. Shout out to Marco Polo again, but they talked about me because I am a weird dude. It's literally, I can be creative. I can be to myself. It's I've learned to be an introvert, but I've always been an extrovert. Is it introvert?
Extrovert, yeah.
I'm extra as much.
But okay, so I can relate on that one, because I also am a fellow weird person. Yeah, I've always felt like I was weird, and shout out to the weird people listening. Hey, come on,
I mean, literally,
weird
we
people
all
are cool
together.
too, right?
Weirdos.
But I've always felt like I was weird and different, but I think it's also the unique thing that makes me great.
I was about to say, we don't need to be the same.
And I am an introvert, but most people don't get it. They're like, oh, no, you're not. But it's I'm what they call a social introvert. So I am very social outwardly, I'm, when I'm out with the group of people.
Inside,
but inside, I'm okay, it's time to go.
That super bougie side.
Over it. I need to decompress. But no, seriously, for introverts, sometimes we really can do well in social settings and really be, very nice and talk to everybody, but it's that moment where you just need to come away and be by yourself and not have anyone with you, because we draw our energy from within, whereas most extroverts, they are gathering energy from everyone else.
That's deep.
So yeah.
See, that's a good thing. You're aware of yourself.
Awareness. But I mean, that took me a while to get to because I feel like I went through these moments of, before I realized that my weirdness was okay, well, Roslyn, why are you so different from everyone else? You know, why is it that you don't do this, or why don't you do that? And it was difficult because it's like you want to seem like you're normal like everybody else. Like, hey, I'm kind of doing what they're doing. But it was difficult for me to really figure that out. But once I started kind of looking at who I was, like, okay, these are your qualities and this is what's unique to you, and really accepting those things, like, okay, that's fine. I can be Roz, and
shoot, hats off to you.
It's okay.
Because I've learned that, I guess, the older I've gotten, I just feel like, okay, I've done a lot of the things that I wanted to do, and I didn't do a lot of the things that I still want to do. So who I bring around me, who I have around me now, matters most. And so I'm starting to like minimize my circle. I start to like minimize my conversations. I don't talk as much as I used to, because I knew back in the day I would talk my head off and I'd tell all my information. Everybody would know what I'm about to do. And I'm like, well, darn, there's no surprise. There's no, what can I do next? You know, everybody already knows. So kind of the element of surprise is what I like to call it now, is like, I want to work on something. If I'm working on myself, still am, then, you know, 10 years later, I want you to just see the results of that. Like, oh, Josh has been doing it. I'm like, yeah, I've been grinding, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're not supposed to be just out here having fun, friendly with people and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this is your life. You're supposed to take control of where you want to go and your destiny. So it's like, at 30, that's when it's going to start mattering.
But I think the beauty of life, and what I've realized about it, is that life is a marathon. It's not a race. So it's continuous. Yeah. You continuously have an opportunity to do the things that you want to do in your life, make a change in your life. You can become a whole new person. Right. And another thing I've also, and this is difficult because we as people tend to want everyone to see us. Exactly. We want to be seen. Fair, but the reality is, you don't have to do it for anybody. You only have to do it for yourself and God. Because at the end of the day, that is all that matters. Your family matters too. I don't want to discount the family, but you really should be doing those things to, you know, for yourself, to make yourself happy. You're the only one that can walk in your shoes. Right. No one else can, like that song says, feel the raindrops on your face, on your skin. I don't know the words, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So it is important to really do life for you, you know, and really enjoy it.
You said it, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it out. You said it for God. I mean, literally, we forgot that's what this life is about. It's like pleasing God. And I know that's probably the thing that has made me more serious now. It's like my relationship with God has gotten super close. And it's like, okay, now that I understand what my role is, okay, you are supposed to be like light to other people, be positive, be that example that people should see. Okay, let me take my life a little bit more seriously, and then show that change, show that positive attitude, so that it can help people.
Right, and then the great thing is that those people who are great, or good people, who they will naturally be drawn to you. Exactly. And those are the people who you can show everything that you've done, because they'll appreciate you for you and not, you know, for what you've done.
Absolutely.
So, and that's what's really important. And all that, the saying that we grew up with, birds of a feather flock together. It is so true. Right. Because people of like mind and like ways, they tend to flock together and hang together. So, you know, never be fearful of the fact. And that's for you all, too. Don't ever worry about what anybody else is going to think about your life.
Come on, somebody.
You do it for you.
Do it for you.
And do it for God.
All right, so I just want to do a quick spin, because I know it's super serious.
I know, it did kind of get heavy, right?
It got heavy for a second. I was like, wait.
Get your life together.
I wanted to ask a question, because we did this before we started the show. We were typing up something. I think we were looking up some of the words we were about to use. And your phone does the autocorrect. So it's like it changes the words for you, so we don't have to do much nowadays. Right. And so my question was, are we getting dumber? Because we don't have to really use our brain. The phone does it for us. Like, literally, I don't have to really worry about, like, recipes, because there's already recipes in my phone.
I don't remember it.
I don't remember nothing. Are we getting